Today I'm celebrating the life of Toumani Diabaté, who was an absolutely wonderful kora player, uh, an incredible musician, and the kora is sometimes described as the African harp. It's a 21-stringed instrument that's made from a giant calabash, like a giant pumpkin shell that has then had strings tied to it, and it's an absolutely exquisite sound. It's so beautiful, very much like the Western harp, but is played in a very different manner. And I was really sad to find that he actually died only a few days ago, only a couple of weeks ago, at a very young age of 58. And the reason I really wish to celebrate Toumani Diabaté is not only for his music, which is, there is so much that can be heard of his stuff. I really highly recommend investigating some of his beautiful music. He comes from Mali, which is part of West Africa, and is an area from which a lot of music that I really love emanated. It's the home of the djembe, which is a form of African drum that I play, and so I've been immersed to some degree in that culture, although I'm yet to actually visit that part of West Africa that includes Senegal and Gambia and Mali, the origin of the griots, who were famous. Well, I say famous, but they were the traditional storytellers and musicians, and that kind of profession was transmitted down through lines. So his father was a kora player, his father was a kora player, and his sons are kora players, and so this particular role in African culture, as I understand it, is very much concentrated in particular families. Like, for instance, the djembe, the drum that I play, is a West African drum that's made with two metal rings that enable the strings to be pulled really tight. And so djembe players are traditionally from families of blacksmiths who used to make the rings when they first developed the ability to be able to create these drums. There's something that we don't really understand about what it is to embody the spirit of a storyteller or a musician in the Western culture, generally speaking. We've learnt to write and to notate our music and to give performances, and to some degree the idea of musician as healer has been lost. The idea of a musician and a storyteller as someone that holds the community together, I feel, has been lost. It's something certainly that for me was reawakened in discovering African culture and its approach to music. I mean, it's interesting because there are dozens of albums recorded by Toumani Diabaté, and it seems to me it's almost as if, you know, any time he sits down to play, that could have been another album right there. It was really just the question of whether or not someone was recording. So it's a different approach to music and composition that we've got used to in the West. There's a spirit of improvisation, and that every time I play, this is again me transmitting something from somewhere I can't fully name. And I think that he would probably be comfortable with using the term the spirit world, from the spirits into this world, which is also a world of spirit, but is, let's say, made mortal by man. So, made material. So anyway, today I would like to give thanks for the life of Toumani Diabaté, his beautiful music, and really I should keep this short in the hope that you might then put that name into YouTube and discover some of his wonderful music. Toumani Diabaté.